if you thought this was big, right, so this is the SS Oceanic, which is considered the mother of all modern ocean liners. She was built in 1870 and began sailing in 1871 and was very successful, although her and her 5 other sister ships were outdated by 1874. Now, I've been having a ton of problems while filming this because off to that side is where some kind of wardrobe shelf thingy is, and then off to this side is where a lamp is along with some wires. I don't want that shown. You might have seen those in the beginning, so yeah, it's been quite problematic to film around this ship, but the end product, I'm pretty sure it's going to be worth it. So, let's get some close-ups of her. Before we start, quick shout out to the YouTuber known as the Brick Executive. He also made a model of the Oceanic. That's the basis of this model. I was inspired by whatever he made to make mine. It's not a direct copy because the actual design is actually different. First off, the masts are definitely different. So yeah, just wanted to give him a quick shout out as he inspired me to do this. So yeah, shout out to him. Anyways, let's get on with this video. Here we have the bow area. So you've got the forward well deck, first mast, second mast, and you have the forecastle. So yeah, the masts were interesting to build. Originally I wanted them to be 1 brick wide, but then I couldn't do that, so I ended up actually having to build them out of 2 plates. So I'll just show you a close-up of what one of them looks like. So yeah, it was interesting to build. Yep. And moving on. Alright, moving on to the superstructure. Here we have the bridge area and the funnel. Ventilators, or just vents for the engine room, which is down below here. I actually don't know what these are. These are probably skylight things. Other mast. They got the 2 long promenade decks that run across the longitudinal lines of the ship. You might have noticed I haven't placed down any lifeboats because if you look at this part right here, all the way back there, it would be extremely tricky to fit a good-looking lifeboat here that doesn't just look absolutely puny. So, I've just completely skipped out on those. I completely forgot to mention this earlier, but if you're wondering what these things are for, these are for the sails of the ship, along with the sort of back part here that's angled. Because when these ships were originally made, sailing ships were still a thing, unlike now. We have airliners. Yeah, although propulsion was still a thing, they still had auxiliary masts that had sails equipped. And interestingly enough, on the Oceanic's maiden voyage, she had an engine failure and actually had to sail back to her departing port. So yeah, making good use of those sails. Imagine if she hadn't had those sails, she would have probably been stranded. Alright, so now we move on to the stern. We have the aft well deck, the aft mast, which is different from the others. This one doesn't have the horizontal beams on it. This one only has a vertical beam and the sail part here. I assume this would be probably for steering the ship. So, yep. You got the poop deck, and stop sniggering, this is actually what it's called. It's called the poop deck because of the French word for the stern. La poop, or however it's pronounced. I don't know French, so don't criticize me for that. Yep. Anyways, moving on. Here we have the whole part of the stern, which I've actually had to dismount from the tripod for. We got the rest of the ship up there, her beautiful masts going way up high. And now you have her stern. Well, here's the tripod. Yeah, get out of here, tripod. You got her rudder and such. And that's basically it for the stern. For now. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Alright, so I flipped her over so I can show you the internal structure. So I can tell you how much of a pain in the ass this has been to build. Seriously, this has been extremely hard to build. Because apparently, these plates that I've built to support, they still don't support the structure of the topmost deck. I mean, like, these plates over here, these physically won't support. These have a hard time supporting the top deck. Seriously. I'm going to have to make some improved designs sooner or later. Probably has to do with the fact that I'm using these plates with holes in them. I try to place them underneath so you don't really see them. So, yeah. This has been an absolute pain in the ass. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed my pain and suffering. Because I'm going to take down my channel if you didn't enjoy, because I'm not just going to make myself suffer for no one to enjoy. So, if you guys want a sense of how big this is, let's get a puffer in here and just compare its size to a puffer. Yeah, you can tell. It's big. Like, look at the size of the puffer down there. It's puny. So, yeah. I'm going to be building some other LEGO creations in the future, including very soon. Unfortunately, I'll have to dismantle the SS Oceanic in order to get the pieces, because this boat has literally just destroyed my LEGO brick reserves. Because this has an insane amount of LEGO pieces in it. So, if you want me to estimate how many bricks it has in it, I'd say at least 1,000. I can't be sure. Anyways, if you enjoyed watching me go through a lot of pain and suffering, then go ahead and subscribe to see more pain and suffering on this channel. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you later. Alright. Might as well just move her back to the workstation right now. Might as well.